Good morning, everybody. We're live, and it is 8:34 a.m. Mr. Carroll will be in the NFL draft room momentarily, and whenever he wants to, he can actually turn this on. He has a stream lock, and he can use that to broadcast where he is and what's happening if he chooses to do so. And so right now, I am going to let him know that this is on. So bear with me for a second. Thank you. Hold on a second. Message area. The Twitter deal. Yep. Trying to get this to start up, folks. Here we go. NFL Combine. This is day 3 of the combine for us for there. Let's see here. Recording those hotkeys, layouts, and guests. admin. Recording view. Nope. Just try to figure out something that works, because there's a way to do this where you have filled out team members who can operate this on their own. I can't imagine this has been taken away. Okay. All right, let me find out where Mr. Carroll is so we can coordinate today. Oh, there he is. Aha. There he is. Well, he's trying to break in. Okay. Good morning. There he is. He is on the way. Walking. Hey, Bill, how are you?
Hey.
Let me turn this. I'm going to. En route to your car?
No, I'm on foot.
Oh, you're on foot. Okay, hold on a second, folks. Yeah. Neato.
So what?
I am about to move venues. I am on 4 hours sleep. How was the event last night? Bill was at Rick Serratello's party last night, but I think Bill being Bill, got in at a reasonable time and got sleep. Otherwise, he wouldn't be up. We're getting the NFL Combine unique view since NFL Network isn't even on today, folks, until 3 o'clock. So we're getting primo coverage. And as he does this, I'm going to go over here and make some moves myself. Not necessarily moves like Jagger, but moves. Let's see here. Okay. Right. Okay. That. All right. Yeah, Bill is a fast walker.
Yes, yes, I am. That's how I get half a mile in under 10 minutes.
I'm telling you, man, you're blessed to have that weather because when I was there in 2020, no way, Jose. Snow everywhere. That you walk in, snow covered. That's the
That wouldn't have,
Holiday Inn, I believe.
wouldn't stop me. I mean, it might add 2 or 3 more minutes, but I walk in snow all the time. I live in Chicago.
This is true. The place I grew up in.
Yes.
Absolutely right. Hey, I've been thinking about Jalen Carter, and I've come to the conclusion that I believe he's going to be exonerated. That's my preliminary take on it, because I think we talked about it in part, but these are misdemeanors if they stick at all. If they stick at all.
I think the only thing that might end up sticking is leaving the scene of the accident.
Yeah. So if he drops, he's going to really alter what he has really altered the status of the draft. The only question is how much he drops. But he can wind up.
It depends on exactly what ends up sticking. If almost nothing sticks, let's say he just gets a citation for leaving the scene of an accident, nothing else.
I think that's what's going to happen. I really do.
It'll be a spot or two, but nothing super serious.
Yeah, I think that's
if it's more than that, then now more things come into play. But I don't think he drops super far. I think he goes still somewhere in the 6 to 10 range, unless something more serious emerges.
I'm going to lay it right out there. Nothing much is going to happen to him other than what's already happened. And that's my
considered opinion. Yes.
Yeah, a powerful opinion. And I don't believe anything is going to happen to him. I think it's going to go just the way that Galen Conley went for the Raiders, and which is actually technically a lot more serious, and that wound up being a nothing burger. And Conley did drop to the point where the Raiders got him for a song, arguably. And I think someone's going to get Jalen Carter for a song. I really do.
Well, like I said, you could well be right.
Well, I have to make the video next, which I will do. I just have to do it. Yeah. But wow, look at that, folks. Bill is in Indianapolis. I'm going to single screen it so you can get a better shot of where he's going. This is the solo layout. He's on the, unfortunately, he's not. He's on the, you're on the horizontal view there. Oh, well.
I mean, I could change angles once I get closer to my destination.
Okay. And when you get, when you get closer, folks, then I'll shift it that way because right now it's
Okay, hold on. Let me see what I can do.
okay.
Okay, switch from this phone to this camera. Let's see. That's not what I meant to do. Let's see.
He's changing the aspect ratio to 16:9, folks.
Okay.
It's like you just did, right? Nope.
Hold on. Nope. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
you did. Yeah, you did.
Okay, so I'm switching
Yeah,
to.
I see.
Let me see.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Nope. Okay, hold on.
I thought you did, but you didn't.
Well, that's me.
Good morning.
Let's see. Yeah, hold on.
Where did you park?
Hotel.
Oh, okay. You're not. All right. That's a long walk, though.
I've walked longer walks than this. Ask anyone who's ever gone on what's called a ruck march. I think my ruck march record is 66 miles, but I was much younger then.
When I was at the combine, folks, where Bill stayed, I moved from there to the Holiday Inn, which is right next to the stadium. And I found a cheap rate and I hopped on it. And so I switched over after the first night at the La Quinta. The Holiday Inn is right next to Lucas Oil Stadium. So, is it warm, Bill?
No, it's cooled off about 25 degrees from yesterday. Probably in the low 40s, I'm guessing. 41, maybe, something like that.
Hey, did I tell you it's snowing in Las Vegas?
You may have mentioned that.
I'm still shocked by it. So it's got me completely shocked. Like, oh, unbelievable. And the reason why I'm tired is I spent much of the night doing security hardening to the server. So blocking specific would-be hackers IP addresses. And even though I didn't have to, folks,
Thank you, sir.
There's something called Google bots, which
You're welcome.
read your website.
Well, hey.
But sometimes Google bots are fake. And those are as you're in a situation where you want to find out something's wrong. Take the IP address, run it through Google, and if it comes up abuse, where it's flagged by an abuse page, immediately block it if you know how to do that. It's worthwhile. You will realize an immediate.
I know the drill.
Immediate upgrade in your website suite. I love doing it. So anyway, looks like Bill is there.
Yep.
I can tell by the.
So
I
started the stream as I was exiting the hotel, and I am now.
I know that setup.
Thank you.
Yeah. He's in the convention center, folks.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Portal. He set his.
Yeah, I'm just putting my belt back on. Hold on.
Yeah. He's setting us down. Or actually, he set us down.
So I can put my belt on.
Right. We get it. No problem. I and whoever else is watching, I don't know. Hello, you. I don't know who you are. Hello. I should actually change my background since I don't need to have it there. Let's see.
Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna find a place to get myself situated.
Got breakfast yet?
Oh yeah. I worked out. I was up at 4 something my time, so probably 5 something this time.
So as I was going to bed, you were getting up.
Yep. So I worked out, ate a very large breakfast because one, I'm not going to eat again for a while because I'll be busy, and then two.
Oh, you should get one of those bars to take with you so you can eat periodically.
Yeah, I have them in my bag. They're in my bag.
How's the food in the newsroom?
It's all right. It's all right.
It's free.
I haven't had much of a time to, much time there because I've been trying to get stuff here. Hey, it's Jake Moody, the Michigan kicker, up there on the podium.
Great job on the scene, and for Mr. Carroll. There you go.
So that's Jake Moody, the kicker from Michigan.
Oh, okay. Let's hear what he has to say.
You can do all three at a high level. So, having that like as a weapon, it's pretty special. And I think Michigan's in great hands.
What about what? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Now, high school.
I can't remember.
I mean,
Not that I know.
does that go back to your mindset? Like,
Yes. It's actually point for 50 points. I'm still. That's your mindset.
That's right.
we got one more.
He was good, but he got new irons and then started sucking.
Oh,
Who's your agent, by the way?
Take this.
Who's your agent, by the way?
Jim Ivler.
I'm sorry,
Jim Ivler.
Okay.
Flying about that.
Is that true, Brad?
I'll show you the score.
always compete. Always.
Always be competing. How's that?
Yeah. ABC, always be competing. I need to put something on my bag.
With a nod toward Alec Baldwin, folks. Just working off the morning rust. And that was a deliberate pun. So anyway, ouch. Hey, we have a bag. Well, we've been bagged. I don't know which the case is, whatever the case is. Help, somebody save us. There we go. Hey, we're definitely among the new. Look at that. That's the ballroom at the Indianapolis Convention Center, folks. Ground zero for media activity. When you're not in the media workroom, of course. Just making its way around. That's the big
KJ around podium 5. No, podium 3. Sorry, group 5.
Yeah. So we've got our Cal guy up in 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure what podium.
I think it's podium 3. So it says California.
Yep. Podium.
Let me get the schedule.
Yeah. Yep. Daniel Scott's podium. No, he's podium 5.
Podium 5. That's right. Because I said 5 last night. Yeah, I was about to get the schedule. I will get the schedule anyway, just to facilitate things.
Yeah, so he's podium 5.
Let's see here.
There's our boy Emery Hunt up there on the set.
There's that. Okay, I've got it up, folks. There it is.
That's CBS Sports. Our friend Emery Hunt, I've known for over a decade up there on the set.
So he's already.
Emery is the best.
Okay. All right. So yeah, at 9:30, You have Antonio Johnson, podium 1. Hey, Bill, I'll be right back. I've got to check on my my mom. Her alarm.
The man, the myth, the legend, the father of the KEI, Kerwin Explosiveness Index.
Kerwin.
Solomon Wilcott's 10-year pro and a pro ever since.
Oh, is that Pat? Was that Pat Kerwin?
Yeah, the one I just spoke to a second ago.
Well, it was blocked, but tell Pat Zennie says hi.
I will.
When
Oh,
you have a chance. When you have a
I
chance.
will tell him that.
Yeah. It says Zennie 62 says hello, Pat.
Zennie Abraham says hello.
Where you going now?
Eventually Daniel Scott when he comes up. But I love your work.
Hey, Pat, how you doing? You can't hear me, see me, but yeah, I'm here, Mom. Hey, excuse me for a second, Bill. I'll be right back.
There's Charlie Weiss up there with Solomon Wilcott's.
Mom, 1 second.
Yes, hello. Good to see you.
He's just laughing to himself and everything.
Hey, Bill, I'll be there momentarily.
Sydney Brown's a fascinating story. The Brown twins, Chase and Sydney, from I think Mishawaka, Ontario, originally came to football through playing obviously in Canada, and then one of their coaches sent their tape out to some schools down in our, obviously United States, and eventually made their way to, was it IMG? I have to go back and check, but obviously got an opportunity to play their last couple of years of high school here in the United States, which led to the offer they received to go to Illinois. Podium 1, there to podium 5. Then after that, that's also podium. No, it's podium 6. So podium
1, podium 5, then podium 6 is formations.
Team handball.
Even away from the mark.
I asked him about it. I'm sure he enjoyed that.
Well, no, I asked him about his back. So okay, cool. NFL media or NFL combine.
The N, F, L, and the C are all capitalized.
Okay.
Chris Ballard was cool.
I didn't know you were that far. Yeah.
But he's a decent dude.
He's a nice guy.
Right. It's like the George Bush thing, but he's a nice guy.
Exactly. Like, I would love to go hang out with you. I wouldn't
Right.
want you building my team,
Right.
but we could go chill.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that says something.
And it worked out for George Bush, basically.
Like,
Right?
you know,
That's what I got today. It's like, oh, cool. You're somebody I want to hang out with.
Right.
I can't see how you got the job, but you
Like-
shouldn't have.
I mean, at this point, we're holding it to the same standard as the guy standing next to you at Steak and Shake. But like, you know, I don't know. You know,
He's a good guy.
like,
He's a good guy.
Hey, dude, like that's
You know
what I
what?
say about like this guy that I had a random one-off encounter with. You know,
He's like,
so it's like,
Ursay needs somebody to hang
I
out
don't
with.
know
Let me
if
call
that's-
Chris.
Right. Because
I don't know if
Ursay
that's-
likes to hang out.
Exactly.
I don't know if you've heard. I don't know if you've heard. He likes to hang.
like, I don't know.
Can you hang? Yes. You got the job. You got the job.
I mean, that's how Saturday got it too. So maybe.
No.
Oh. It's funny because it's true. It's funny.
Make an argument to the other side, please. I'd love to know. I'd
It's-
love to know the argument from the other side of that. You know, I'm not. So
It's probably a very short interview process.
yeah.
Any one of the four of us could be the GM next. You never
Right.
know.
It's probably like a list of bands you like. REO
Skinner,
Speed.
you're in.
Right, right.
Good.
Yeah, most definitely. That's what I got out of it.
Oh, and the phrase that pays this week has been great quarterbacks come in all shapes and sizes.
I quote a few times.
Really?
Yes.
I've heard it six. Well, I can't help the other six
So
times.
that's,
I've heard it.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Fritterer said it. Ballard said it. Reich said it.
Hey, Bill, introduce your friends. I can see now.
Oh. I've heard that 6 times.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
definitely an answer. Where they're like, yes, we may take.
Hey, Bill.
That's,
That's
is
what-
like the direct.
That's what everyone has decided. There was a meeting,
that is what-
apparently,
Yeah.
or at least an email.
It's like, in other words, it's an instant defense to like, please don't ask me if I think Bryce. I don't want to, like, don't.
Hey, Bill, introduce
Please.
your friends. Zennie62. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Oh, so you can't hear him, but Zennie, you have a question for Nate? Oh, you're Nathan Perry.
I am.
We kind of sort of know each other from Twitter, not from real life, but now from Twitter.
Oh, okay.
From Twitter. Bill Carroll.
Bill, so nice to meet you for the first time.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you someplace other than Twitter.
Yeah. So you've watched some of the NFHS overtime videos?
I have watched lots of videos, but yes, those two.
Awesome.
I watch a lot of videos,
Great
to the
great
point
to hear.
that it's just shy of neglecting my family. But I try to balance it. Try to find that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
No,
You're
please,
breaking up family
Please do
name.
not watch NFHS overtime over spending
Home
time with your
record.
family. Please do not do that. You can go on record. as just-
Got it. Okay. Well, then
At
that
any other time, yes. But if
We put that as a
if that's the
disclaimer at the beginning
decision,
of every show.
probably yes.
Walk your
Hey,
dog.
Bill, what's his name and outlet? What's he do?
Do overtime.
don't walk your dog.
And then I've met you before,
Yeah, Jason Frost.
Jason, and you are
Ken Burke.
Ken Burke. That's a very serious sounding name.
Or did I just say it serious?
Maybe that's it. But I like the way you sell it. I feel like I could trust you. I could buy insurance from Ken Burke.
You know, I do sell insurance.
You
on the
could
side.
deliver.
Well,
I'm just kidding. You could deliver a special news report. Like,
Ken Burke
I
with
can
a
just say,
special.
I'm Ken Burke. We interrupt this program. That, hold on.
Oh, quarterback's coming to Jason's side.
Right.
Some hard-hitting message.
Hard.
Breaking news. Ken Burke.
Wide angle.
Harbaugh would say.
It
Probably
is
something he
something
did
he
say.
would say. It probably is something he did say. There's clearly 3 different approaches to this from coaches, right? There's SNL cold open, right? And that's
Yeah.
Mike. by Mike McCarthy. I mean McDaniel, not McCarthy.
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. No, not McCarthy. No, the other way. He's the other direction. So you have SNL Cold Open, which is Mike McDaniel. You have old school coach speak, right? Harbaugh, McCarthy, Belichick. Well,
You know.
right. I mean, we could probably not listen to Bill and know what Bill was going to say.
We could put a blank up there. He would say more than Bill.
I want smart, tough, team first players.
You know?
I want guys to do the right thing.
Usually from FCS school.
Hey, Bill, what do they think of the quarterback situation?
Specifically about the Colts? Is that what you're asking about?
Quarterback situation.
Yeah, but for the Colts, which team, Zennie?
Any team, just who they think the best quarterback is.
Well, that's a very vague question, Zennie.
I
Because
know it's deliberately vague. I want to hear their answer.
deliberately vague. So, quarterback situation for any team, Zennie?
Yeah, for any team. What is the quarterback situation from their perspective?
Depends on the ruling year.
Yeah, I mean the quarterback situation for any team is going to be different from team to team. Zennie, you sure that's how you want me to phrase the question?
Gentlemen, what is the quarterback situation in your opinion?
What is the quarterback situation in your opinion? Is the question.
Yeah.
Everyone's taking a moment.
That's a very vague question.
Yeah. For all. Absolutely.
Are you talking about the prospects or individual teams, Zennie? Because people are still trying to understand the question.
Well, that's the deliberate point. If you just asked it straight out without gaslighting it, my point is.
This is
Because that is not the case. Disclaimer, not like I'll gladly.
Okay, so who's the best quarterback in your opinion? How's that?
okay. So we're shifting the question.
Okay.
And once again, are we just talking about existing NFL quarterbacks, or are we talking about prospects?
Bill, just let them just ask the question.
Sure.
Stop
Who's the
gaslighting it.
best quarterback?
Gaslighting.
Now with the
That's
next
a
question.
loaded one right there.
That's
It
wrong.
sure
That
is.
is a loaded question.
The very
That's right.
serious Mr. Burke is just drinking his coffee very wisely. Okay.
It is deliberately gaslighted. That's right.
See,
I mean-
I'm going to give a
It's
valid.
deliberately loaded. I'm sorry.
I'm one of those people that believe that the best quarterback is the one that is developed to be the best quarterback. So whoever goes to the team that does not need one
Uh-huh.
and can sit behind somebody that they can learn from will be the best quarterback.
Yeah,
You can also
that's what
do
I'm
that.
talking about. Right. I just want to know what people's
Hey.
thoughts are on this. Yeah.
He liked your answer.
Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. Well, Jordan Love is very small sample size.
It's hard to argue. I mean, it's hard to argue against Pat. We know he's actually been in the NFL and what his team has done from a success standpoint. I don't know how. It's pretty hard to stack anybody else's resume.
Manning sat behind Kurt Warner. Eli, not Peyton.
Thank you for the clarification. Because that would be a secret story that no one else knew. Like, wait, sat behind him like in a Denny's? Like, what do you?
Hey, folks,
No,
my other question is this.
one of the first few teams you're going to a bad team. It's not going to be a good.
What's he all saying? They earned it. They earned the right to pick
I mean,
that high.
Joe Burrow's rookie season, he was in the hospital for a part of it.
Hey,
That
so
happens. That
do you
happens.
draft a quarterback to make up for the coach's bad coaching, or do you draft a quarterback who is coachable and can accept whatever stupid thing the coach tells him to do, or both?
Okay. Well, once again, that's a very, very loaded question, but okay.
It is.
So
This is broadcasting. That's
I get it. I see what you're doing here, Zennie. You're a very manipulative person, but I love you for it. Okay. So
Hey, I got 30. Hey, Bill, I'm the first to do this way at the NFL draft. I have a lot of
you
years
sure
of
are. Yes, that is your brand, my friend.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. So let's get it right. Yeah.
do you think they are drafting quarterbacks who can make up for bad coaching, right? So they can make things work that bad coaches, or I think you may have used the word stupid. I'm not sure I feel comfortable with that. Coaches may ask them to do, or do you look for a quarterback who's coachable that can learn things that can bail you out, I guess, as opposed to execute bad coaching.
Good teams
Right.
look for QBs that they can coach. Bad teams look for QBs that can put butts in seats for as long
Right.
as they possibly can.
Exactly. He gets it. He gets
He
it.
loves your answers.
gets it.
You may be a
Gets it.
guest on the show, my friend, before it's all said and done.
Well, hey, Bill, he already is a guest on the show. So what are you talking about? Next year,
So I
I'll bring
guess we know who our go-to guy is for your extremely weird questions.
That's right. No, that's not extremely weird in my book. Sorry. Not at all.
Jim Tressel for that. That is his fault.
Jim Tressel.
I can think coach speak all day. That's on him.
And I give you credit for it.
I'll ask your audience.
Sure.
Who is the most underrated quarterback?
Ooh, that is a fun question. I have a couple of people that rush right to my mind, but yes, that's a great question. So viewers, the question
Bryce
that was
Young.
asked by the very serious Mr. Burke.
Bryce Young because of his height. That's my answer.
Oh,
Bryce
sorry.
Young
Then you said what again?
Bryce Young because of his height problem that they say. I don't think it's a problem. I'm just saying it's a ridiculous point, but he's underrated because of that concern.
Oh, you're saying he's underrated because of his height. Well, I still think he's going to go like the first
No,
3 years.
I'm not saying I underrate him. I'm saying
No,
that
no.
others do.
I don't think most people do. I think he's pretty much a beloved figure, and NFL people weren't surprised. Everybody knew. Like, it wasn't like,
what gets me, Bill, is the guy played in the SEC. He beat out quarterbacks taller than he. So what's the
right.
point?
Well, he did that in high school too. I mean, you know where he went to high school? It's not like some little podunk school he went to. I mean, they churn out quarterbacks from his high school. I mean, it's a factory. So anybody who somehow didn't know about Bryce Young and his size is just not paying attention. So everybody did. Everybody in football do.
Hey, Bill, how can we catch what they do? Ask them.
I have a chance.
Oh, he's asking, where can we find your gentleman's fine work? Now, I already know, but we're asking really for the audience.
National Federation of High Schools.
Yes.
NFHS.org.
NFHS.org or YouTube_NFHS_org. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yep. And the logo, and your logo looks good. His logo is beautiful. I'm not sure what happened here, but
the ink ran out for his.
Oh, that is the logo for the National Federation of High Schools.
You'll find the NFHS podcast as well.
Ooh, that's it.
NFHS podcast.
And do you do the podcast? That's what I'm hearing. It's your podcast voice.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. It's very trustworthy.
Well, thank you. I try. I'm a narcissist liar, but I put on a good face. I'm just kidding. My wife that's watching this, don't.
Good to get the wife stuff in there. Yeah. Yes.
I love it.
Shout out, and he loves her too. Oh,
Yes. So
this man's getting married this year
in April, yeah.
congratulations!
It is next month after I survived the Final Four.
Now, will it be like an NFHS? Like, will it be like a show, a podcast, perhaps?
Oh, at the wedding?
I mean, it's content. And my understanding is that you essentially own him.
I don't think it would be very good content.
I do.
I wanted to have it at Chuck E. Cheese's and she turned it down.
What?
So yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna be all foo-foo. That's on me.
Huh. So the ability to like have people dive into the ball pit after the bouquet, she passed on that?
She passed on that.
I'm both shocked and a tiny bit disappointed.
It's horrible. I want arcade games.
Arcade games.
Yeah.
Maybe you can rent.
Huh.
I went to a wedding where somebody did it.
Really?
They rented arcade games. I'm like, we need to do this, and she just gave me this look like I was crazy.
Oh. So we're getting a slightly different shout out for his lovely bride than we got for yours. Yours is unequivocal. Yours sounds a little softer.
She doesn't care about sports, so she won't see this.
Oh, that's not helping. Like it's this is making me feel more concerned, not less, about your future union. I mean, your entire life is okay. It'll work out. Love will find a way.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Mr. Hope.
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir.
I talked for Tim Couch for 3 hours and had no clue that he was a football player.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he does. He's tall and slender. I could think maybe you might guess another sport.
You were at a Hall of Fame ceremony.
Oh, I was trying to help. Oh, well then.
Took it to the draft, same thing.
Oh, so she sees all these like large young men and never connects it to a sport?
It's one of those things. I work in sports. I get to be around famous people, but they're only famous to me, and she will have no clue who they are. And then she'll say things like, "Your coworkers are really nice." And I'll be like,
nice. They have a conversation.
yeah.
Football never comes up.
Which they probably find that very refreshing,
Yeah,
I guess.
They do. Yes.
They're talking about like Real Housewives of Potomac or whatever it is.
Well, their wives are on that show, so.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Last year there was a Real Housewife.
Was
And
that?
yes. And that's all she talked about with her. They
Yes.
talked forever.
That's amazing.
But did you know she was a track star too? No.
That's
She was Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh. You know? Real Housewives.
Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's where you're from.
Dude, great.
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. That's where Zennie's actually
Not
based,
really.
is Atlanta.
Atlanta. ATL.
So they should be coming up around now.
Yeah, I think in just a couple minutes, podium 1 is Antonio Johnson, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
And then from there, I'll make my way to podium 5 for Daniel Scott, and then podium 6 for Sydney Brown, I think.
Yeah. When we get the schedule, I got the schedule here too.
Sydney.
Sydney is podium.
The other camera.
See Sydney right now
Oh,
on this time slot.
oh no.
Oh, he's 4.
Oh, 4, podium 4. Okay. Okay. You scared me for a moment. Because I trust you. You're using your podcast voice. Using your...
You know, I told you I'm a compulsive liar, so actually
Do you have a business card?
I do actually. Yes.
I would love to take that, and I actually would like to follow up with you.
Absolutely.
Uh,
That's a. I didn't think anybody was going to take a business card of mine, so I brought them, just not knowing. But
Oh, there we go.
thank you.
Wait, you are a compulsive liar. Your name is Harold. You're a compulsive liar.
First name. That's my first name. I didn't want to put kid because I don't want to confuse them with the meeting credentials. So
Oh.
I don't. So that's what happened.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not some sort of assuming some dead guy's identity thing. Okay, cool. Cool.
Well, I'm a junior. My dad is senior.
Oh, I get how
you
it
know.
works. Yeah, no, okay. Got it.
You know, I took on his identity.
So it's like a I mean, no. I mean, in a way, we all do, right?
Sure.
Oh, our fathers are. Oh, I suddenly took it philosophical. Okay, cool. How did you and NFHS that's not as easy to say as I thought it was. How did you and NFHS find each other?
I actually applied on LinkedIn.
Really?
Yes.
That's not nearly the story I thought was going to come out.
Well, I applied for a lot of jobs. I applied for like hundreds.
I thought you say like at the end of my like top flight track and field career.
Oh, baseball.
All right.
Baseball.
Oh, what position?
Center field and left,
Oh,
depending on the day.
okay. Okay.
In college, and then graduated last May, and then now I'm here.
Where'd you play?
Covenant College down in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Is that NAI?
D3 actually.
Oh, C3. Okay, okay.
Very small school.
Okay.
I love it. Well, there for a second, my wife there.
Hey Bill, let's
The
go.
wife
With,
that you love.
The wife
hey
there.
Bill, let's go with a podium
No,
5, so we can get up close.
Close to what now? What am I getting up close to?
Podium 5. Podium 5.
Oh. Okay, I'm heading to podium 5. Oh, I'm already here. Haha.
Oh, awesome.
Set
You're
up.
the man.
Ta-da.
All worked
The
out.
pleasure's mine.
Yes, sir.
Ken Harold
Yes, sir.
Burke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will talk to you again. Actually, I will have to have you on at some point.
Of course.
So yeah, we're at podium 5.
Nice work, Bill. Yeah.
Boys.
Let's get closer and situated.
I mean, we can't get any closer without someone tasing us, Zennie. We're as close as you're allowed to get.
Oh, I see. I usually
This
go
is
around the
close to
side.
there's like a little barrier. So no, we don't. This is as close as you're allowed.
Well, actually, if you go to the left, right a little bit, and in toward the speaker, I'll show you. There's a little trick.
You mean this one?
Stop there. There's your. That is the hot angle.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
We found the hot angle, and
the-
we're
and the reason,
occupying it.
and the reason I call it the hot angle is the speaker on your right is your friend.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and
The
it's
speaker
also
on-
the audience's friend, right? So
I usually head towards the speaker on the left because it's further away from the other speaker, and sometimes you get like overwashed sound-wise from the other speakers
well,
if
actually,
they've got dueling.
but you know what though? The system, how do I say it? In a sense, muffles the sound. So when you're at that speaker, especially if it gets crowded, it doesn't even matter what's left or right. It's the technique. But if you're at the speaker, it really helps you vloggers get your sound in during an event. So you could be in this situation at any kind of convention, and you're wondering how to get over the fact that you don't have a boom mic or anything, right? Well, that's one way to do it. You know, Bill's giving us a nice pan shot.
Yep. And then Sydney Brown will be there, so I can get from Scott to Brown fairly easily.
Yeah, the one thing I want to ask, if you could ask it for us Golden Bear observers, is what he will remember most about his Cal experience
Okay, I can ask that.
at the world's best public university.
At the world's best university. I'll
That
slip
is-
that in.
Yeah. Cal is the world's best public university.
again?
We have 32.
Oh,
of
which
the
one? Oh,
finest
this one.
graduates.
That's what you meant. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Well,
Cal.
good. Oh,
As-
well, so this is Zennie. Zennie is
Yes,
Jared.
sir.
Jared Zennie.
Jerry, how are you? Great to meet you, my
Good,
friend.
how are you?
Great, man.
Good.
Welcome to Zennie.
So he's
62.
also a fan of Daniel Scott. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, Zennie 62, well, Zennie 62 Media, this is Zennie Abraham, founder, is a Cal graduate. So he has a bit of a, a little bit of bias. But we
Yeah.
both,
Little
you
bit.
and I and
Hey,
he
had
all
4 interceptions at the Senior Bowl. Dude was balling. So
right.
I'm biased all the way, man.
Yes, he leans into his biases all the way, he said. So he doesn't
Yes.
pretend not to be biased.
hey, it's okay. I mean, I'm not biased, and I'm here. So
Yeah, and I'm a fan. I mean, these are two of my favorites actually, right
yeah,
here. So
Sydney, they both had a really good season.
well, they're both really good players. And I've loved Sydney for a while. And
Hey,
beyond
friends.
whole
Hey, Bill,
yes.
2005. I'm the NFL's first ever blogger at the draft.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 2005. Yeah. Yep.
Well, there you go. You made NFL history in 2005 when you were the first blogger at the draft.
Yeah, that's right. And not only that, the first to cover it with a YouTube channel in 2006.
Oh yes, when YouTube was in its literal infancy as people feeding squirrels and stuff.
And
I remember
then,
the early days of YouTube, you would see anything and everything.
and then,
And then they
the
learned about copyright infringement and it all changed.
yeah, and that's why I advise the NFL to this day. And the Zennie 62 Media is the first to cover the NFL draft with Ustream. We partnered with Ustream in 2007.
Oh, that's right. Ustream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ustream is San Francisco company that I met Brian out of the blue, and we set up this partnership for about a couple of years, which went really well. And so we are cemented part of history. Brian Rollop and I got to know each other very well, and the NFL took a lot of notes from me with respect to copyright issues because I knew the cases better than they did. And you can have if you know what Jeff Pash looks like and he's there, head of NFL media, just tell him who
It's
you're
always
with. And,
fun for a thing, Mike.
yeah. Hey,
So-
Mike, this big beard, man. That's a cool beard.
Yeah,
that dude has.
he's loving your beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
What's his
So
name?
when I first
name?
met Mike, Zennie, you and Mike are about a year apart in my life. And
Oh, this is
when I
the
met him,
famous
he had
Mike.
a beard, but it was a different color
Yes.
and smaller.
This is the famous.
Oh, they are
Mike.
coming.
Coming.
They're coming. Okay, so the prospects are now on their way. So,
That's fine.
Mike, tell us who you're really excited about amongst this group, the defensive back group.
Right now, we're about to talk with Sydney Brown, an absolutely phenomenal player, and a phenomenal story with his twin brother. And I'm eager within seconds to hear what he has to say here. But this is a strong group overall.
It is.
Skinners over there, really good bunch of safeties and young men.
Really seemed to help the draft stock in general. The guys that were there. Like
Go
myself,
Bears.
Been an opportunity to speak with you then. How do you feel like your process been since Senior Bowl to now?
It's been a huge growth opportunity for sure. It was a blessing to go out to Mobile and compete against some of the best. Again, it was an amazing opportunity, and like you said, I think I helped myself, and I'm not done. So excited to be here in Mobile and continue to grow, continue to show people that I compete against the best. And
What's the one event that you're excited about the most?
probably the 40, like anyone said, but I like to show my athleticism, surprise some people. Probably vertical, maybe the bench press on Saturday as well.
Well,
Hey, Bill, can I ask that Cal question?
We're gonna have to see.
you play with the rest of us. I appreciate it.
Daniel,
Absolutely.
I've been instructed to ask this question exactly this way. My friend Zennie Abraham is a graduate, and this is how he phrased it, of the world's finest public university.
Absolutely.
And he would like to know, what was your favorite experience, the experience you'll carry the rest of your life from your time there?
I think it was just the opportunity to be around such a diverse community and seeing as many cultures as you can see. You could be in a classroom, you could be with someone all the way across the world. You could be with any type of person, of any type of ethnicities. And it was just a huge opportunity to connect with people, build your network. And like your man said, having that Berkeley degree is a little different. So it was a blessing.
What's his major in, Bill?
The Cal football staff for giving me that opportunity to go up there.
Do you feel like your traits translate to the NFL to be able to play, basically deep half, single high, be able to go sideline to sideline?
Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much.
100%. I think my versatility is a huge part of my game that I like to excel in and show people that I can do. Like you said, I like to be single high safety, like to play quarters, like to be a deep half safety, but at the same time, I can come down the box, make some run plays, and all that.
Which team has interviewed him? Which team he's talked to so far? Teams. Yeah. Which teams he's talked to so far? Ask him that, if you would, please.
Have you paid attention to the 49ers and kind of Tyler Miller's rise?
100%. My first NFL game this year that I got to watch was them against the Miami Dolphins. My old roommate's on the Dolphins, so he got me a ticket. And like you said, he's an all-pro player. I watched a lot of his film. Just his tenacity, his football IQ, his instincts are second to none. So he's an exceptional player, and hopefully I can make it that far as well.
Have you had a formal meeting with Syracuse before?
Not yet.
On the
Absolutely.
topic of former Cal players, what do you remember about playing with Jalen Hawkins, and have you talked with him recently about the process and about his time in the NFL?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a big brother to me. He took me under his wing while we were up there. We had some exceptional guys up there with Jalen, Ashton Davis, Cam Bynum, Elijah Hicks. So just being a part of that crew, being, try to understand their blueprint of how to be like a pro before you enter the pro, I think kind of sets us apart a little bit. Hopefully I get drafted and can keep that momentum going.
Who's the most difficult small receiver you covered?
That's a good question. Difficult small receiver. TCU last year had a good small receiver. UCLA had a good small receiver. Trying to think. USC had a couple good ones this year. So, I mean, again, it's just an opportunity for me to.
Who does he pattern his game after?
Go against some of the best. Receivers always quick, speedy guys. So, it's a good test for me.
Daniel, which teams have showed the greatest interest in you so far?
I mean, it's hard to tell after, you have nice interviews, to be honest, but, I probably got half or so that, connected with me and had short interviews or whatnot, informal interviews. So it's just been a blessing to connect with people, again, build that network, meet coaches, meet scouts, meet player personnel, people, the whole nine. I don't take anything for granted over here in the combine, so it's been awesome.
Have you spoken to the Bucs at all?
Yeah, briefly, yes. Bucks met with a couple of them.
You remember if it was formal or informal?
It was informal, yes, sir.
And what are you trying to express to not just the Bucs, but the teams in general when you're talking to them, like selling you on the players that you are?
Just I'm the whole package. I've been practicing like a pro here at Berkeley for a minute now, and you're going to get a complete player, not only on the field but off the field. Cares about his body, cares about the football. Intelligence, cares about the playbook, cares about his players around him. Want to be a leader in the locker room as best I can. And just help everyone be the best player that they can be.
On the subject of Jalen Hawkins, have you spoken with the Falcons yet? How would you feel about reuniting?
I don't think I've spoken to him yet.
How would you feel about playing with Hawkins?
I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, he's my guy. Jayhawk's a baller. He's excelling in the NFL. He excelled at Cal. And he's a big brother to me, so I always try to learn from him as much as I can.
One of the things that stands out about you is your film study. Can you tell me about a play that you specifically made because of something you remembered or spotted on tape?
There's a lot of them. Most recently, the big game was second to last game of the season this last year. It was crunch time late in the game. Cal had to make a play, and I remember that we were kind of in a 2-by-2 formation. Had a good read on the quarterback. Kind of knew what we were going to have thrown to us, and our Will linebacker in front of me, Jackson Sermon, did a good job putting his hands on one of the receivers and just read and react to the quarterback and made a play. And luckily we got to keep that axe.
Bill, ask him how does he feel about being with a Cal squad that's finally got the action.
They're probably the Will linebacker, Jackson Sermon. He did a good job making a name for himself. Finding a way to fit in the locker room and also become a leader. I think that's huge, especially at Cal. And as well, the safety next to me, Craig Woodson. He's banged up with injury when he was younger, and it's now his time to shine. And I'm excited to see how he'll excel years to come.
He's the best route runner this year. Not necessarily the best receiver or the most dangerous, but the best route runner.
Best route runner.
It's something that was childhood.
I think Washington had a couple good route runners. USC had a couple good route runners. But I don't know if there's necessarily one person that I say is, excelled over the top of everyone else. I mean, they're all good ball players out there.
Daniel, how have you changed your body since the end of the season to now?
Again, just focusing on recovery, obviously eating healthy with meal preps and everything as wherever you're training at, get to do a little extra stretching, a little extra meditating. But yeah, just eating cleaner, getting right, focus on that 1%, those little details that will, hopefully help you improve and to be a better person.
What's your current height and weight now?
6'5", 210.
And that's where you want to be, about 210?
Yeah, I feel clean.
Zennie wants to know how's it feel to get the axe.
Down if I need to gain a little bit of weight, I can gain weight. So
okay, I have another very Cal specific question. How did it feel to keep the axe?
That was amazing. I mean, I think that was some of the best memories that we had at Cal, not only in 2019, having the opportunity to win it over there at their stadium and have our fans rush their field, but also keeping it at Cal. I think we had like an 8 or 10 year losing.
We did. That's it. We had a major drought.
And to see all of our fans at Memorial packed, screaming, and again, kind of rushing the field is second to none. A lifelong memory you always cherish.
Hey, Bill, tell him I said thank you very much as a Cal alum who was on the board. Tell him I said as a Cal alumni board member, former board member, thank you very much.
Huge opportunity, coming from San Francisco.
I'll let him know that you picked.
Watched a lot of their tape. My old roommate's from Houston, so he always used to brag to me in the household, always talking about how good of the city Houston is and whatnot. So I'm going to be excited wherever I go. But again, Houston would be a great opportunity for me.
What do you expect to show the general managers and coaches here at Scouting Combine?
Right. Just my versatility, like I was saying earlier, that I'm a full package. Not only do I care about the football IQ, the instincts, the on-field stuff, but also the off-field stuff. Make sure my players are around me. They're getting the most out of them and making sure everyone's accountable, holding the standard that whatever is set within the team. And then also that, I'm a ball player. I'm athletic. I can kind of do it all. Again, my versatility kind of sets me apart. But yeah, I'm excited.
So, Zennie wants to thank you for what you did in helping keep the axe.
What was his name again? Sorry.
Xenophone Abraham, Zennie Abraham, who is.
I was on the Cal on my board for 7 years.
He was on the board apparently for 7 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
So specifically, the kind of player you are, you can do deep middle. You can go out the half. You can come down in the box. What's the thing? Former safety here too. What's the thing that you love the most about playing the most difficult position to play on defense, safety?
Again, I think it's what type of instinct you're supposed to have and what you have in between your ears. You got to be a smart safety. You got to be able to communicate. You got to make sure everyone around you is lined up. For me, I like being in the back half. Kind of lurking as a deep safety. At the same time, I also like disguising a little bit, dropping down in the box, make some plays and some holes. But we're playmakers at the back end, so I love it. I love playing safety on them.
So I'm from the Bay Area myself, so no pressure here. But during your time there, did you have a favorite?
Thanks, Bill.
A lot of credit to that, but
I'm a big foodie. I can't lie to you. I always just go to Comal, this Mexican restaurant on Shattuck. Brenda's in Oakland. Angeline's is on Lake as well. So, luckily with all my time there, I got to experience a lot of the food, a lot of different cultures out there, like I was saying earlier, and just the diversity second to none with all the food.
Absolutely. And I know you mentioned you had gone to the Niners Dolphins game with Levi's. What was your experience like there? What did you think of the atmosphere?
Oakland in the house.
It was awesome. The first time I was there was when we played in the Red Box Bowl in 2019, and just to experience that brand new stadium and what it all had to offer was awesome. But then going there for my first NFL game to watch ever was an amazing experience. I believe the 49ers won that game. It was a little tight at the end, but it was awesome to go and support my team, my old teammate, and go with the current teammates that I had.
And it sounds like you enjoyed your time in the Bay Area. What are your thoughts about potentially getting a chance to play for the World?
It'd be awesome, to be kind of coming full circle. Definitely surreal moments, but again, wherever I go, it'd be an amazing opportunity for me, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Daniel, if you have to show an NFL team exactly who you are as a player, and you only have, say, one possession, like one drive to show it, what drive set of plays would you pull and have them watch to show who you are?
Good question.
Probably any drive in the second half of the Stanford game. I had a couple drives that were pretty good. UCLA game to end the year this year. Arizona this year as well, Washington State. So whatever they see, they'll be able to tell what type of person I am, what type of character I hold, what type of football instincts I have.
Thank you. Who represents you?
Ryan Toner with Rep 1.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well done,
Absolutely.
Bill. Thank you, Bill. If you want to move, you can. You're the boss.
I probably talked to Sean Taylor. A lot of people talk, regard him as one of the best players of all time. His life happened to fall short a little bit, but he's an amazing person. It'd be a blessing to meet him.
He's elusive, run over the catch over the backfield. So I think he's a versatile back. That's what Chase is.
That's a good question.
So that is safety Zennie Brown of Illinois. Talking about his brother, twin brother, Chase, describing his brother's running style.
About George's game that maybe you like and you could model yourself after the next level.
Yeah, well, I like how he triggers. He trusts
Again, just learning all the life lessons.
But Daddy's a football is valuable. Go get the ball. I respect his game and what he's been able to build there in Buffalo.
I think we're gonna have to get closer with the speaker if we can, even if it's back. Yeah, there we go.
Russ was probably strawberry flavor.
I mean, you can go all the way back. I mean, I'm going to respect guys on my team, guys like Isaiah Williams. He's a tough guy. He can move around. Tough guy. I mainly covered the tight end when I was playing in Big Ten. So
Good sound.
But I guess if I had the opportunity to cover anybody,
that hard match. Sorry. But again, you kind of show what kind of football. What kind of football at the top level, coaching staffs, I think we're second.
It's just trusting what you see. That's it.
The way they respond to each other.
Snapping on it, making sure it happens. That's it. It's just trusting what you see and reacting.
So you mentioned the Chiefs did an amazing job as well. So.
I've watched his highlight tape, the Steelers one that they got on YouTube. It's probably the only one I've really seen. But yeah, no, I mean, I've made time to watch that growing up. I kind of try and apply what he's done. He's such a great player, but it's cool watching someone like that make plays like that. I'll see it on Twitter here and there. I'll see it on Twitter all the time. Say again.
Maybe surprise.
He's an ultimate competitor. Ultimate. I mean, he's his willingness to play against anybody and dominate is why he's special. No, it's just when he steps on the field, it's go time, and that's in practice, that's in game, that's in the film room. I mean, he's a smart player as well, so that's why he's the best. Yeah, so we grew up fighting, boxing, some MMA, wrestling. We grew up doing that. So, along with track, that was something that we did growing up.
When did you start with MMA?
Yeah.
What age?
That's funny. That's funny you said. Yeah, we did a little bit some figure skating. My mom. I know that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, but my mom threw the skates on us, the toe picks and all that. It's crazy. You got 7-year-old boys and toe picks. It's not a good look.
How good did you get? Were you doing jumps?
I mean, I was doing some spins, but nothing. I mean, I stopped before it got too serious.
Then you mentioned versatility a few times. Why is that so important for that? You see yourself playing like a corner role in the NFL, even something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
I've got the confidence to play in the slot. I think I've got the technique to do that as well. I don't shy away from anything like the coaches have for me. You know, whatever team makes the investment in me, I'm going to be willing to do whatever they need. If that's on special teams, like I said, if that's to play a slot corner, if that's to play the boundary, it's free. Shoot, if they wanted me to play corner, I'll do whatever.
Zennie, how did you get to be such a smart football player so fast? What enabled you to get so much information in?
Listen, man, I came to college not knowing anything. I mean, I knew how to play cover one. That was it. So I just made an active effort to learn the game and understand it. I came in with Bubby Smith and I kind of learned what he taught me. And obviously when Coach B and Coach Walters came through, I'm just kind of got the understanding of two different schemes, and then you're able to apply to both what you know and just learn from both. I mean, you learn from your mistakes on the field and you just build on it and make sure you become the best player for that. Probably 8, 9.
So you went from figure skating to boxing?
I was from boxing to figure skating. So
yeah, obviously.
Can you imagine? We were young when my mom had us doing it. We just wanted to skate, and my mom brought out the toe picks, the hockey skates. It was something we wanted to do. was something we wanted to do. Just that it's a pretty expensive sport.
Whatever reason, gets a little knack or gets a little nervous, a little jittery. Big games happen.
Yeah, I think I get doubted for my speed a little bit, so definitely running 40 as fast as I can. Definitely got a mark in my mind, which I want to get to. Just kind of trusting the technique that Tony Villani and Matt Gates taught me. Just applying, just having fun with it. That's what you got to do. Enjoy the experience. It's an NFL combine. You do this once. That's what I'm trying to do. Yes, sir. Informal. Yeah, we did. We'd spar a few times here and there, but my mom was against it completely. That's why he plays running back and I play safety. Yeah, so I actually started playing running back when I was younger, and then I sat out for summer, and then he took the running back role, and I was like, okay, well, I have to play wide receiver or DB, and that's just that. Yeah, well, I mean, you got to give the respect to the coaches. They've done a great job of getting us here, and it just shows that they're developing class defensive backs. And not to, I mean, we got class players coming from the University of Illinois. You look at the guys like Keith Randolph, like Johnny Newton down the line, and Seth Coleman. Look at offensively too, some talented receivers, O linemen that can potentially come out as well. So it's going to be great. I mean, you look next year. I mean, there can maybe be even more than we had in the past couple.
Zennie, what's the difference between the way Lovie Smith shaped you and then Ryan Walters? We're both great coaches.
Yeah, I mean, great coaches, and I got a lot of respect for both of them. It's two different coaching styles. Lovie Smith was a pro style guy. Where Coach B and Coach Waltz were more of college coaches. So, I think there's benefits to both. And I think what Coach B and Coach Waltz did a great job was developing us. But a lot of respect to both the coaches for developing me as a player.
Zennie, it seems like Stephen time.
Does that surprise you?
That could be the guy.
You know what? It's so funny. I don't think any of us saw it coming. Okay. We knew he was a great player, but all of us were just playing
got a
football.
broadcaster's voice.
Nobody really cared what we were just playing football and trying to win games at Illinois. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, again, like I said,
it's just I'm going to say again, it's my ability to react to what I see and just trust what my eyes are telling me. I think there's an instinct that I have that I just trigger on things. It's something that I trust.
You had such a chip on your shoulder. Like, how does your adversity a kid in Canada with your brother Javon? How is it impacting you now? That chip.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely carry a chip for sure. Wouldn't say it's a chip though. I mean, it definitely influenced me. It showed me that I need to push for what I want. If I want to go get something, I've got to work for it. I think one thing that that I love about this sport and throughout this process is just seeing results for myself on and off the field. I think that's what kind of pushes me to play football. Honestly, is just seeing results. I mean, results within the team, results within myself, making progress as a player, and obviously just seeing who I turn into as a man. We would move around a little bit, but we finally were kind of in the point where we were at the shelter. It's time to make a move and get out of Canada. Yeah, my mom was amazing. My mom was really, really good. Really, really good. I don't have much video of what she did, but she was really good when she was doing that. But, I mean, you can look at games. I like looking at games. I mean, I like when I overcome adversity. When somebody makes a play on me, then I respond even better. With the, you look at Nebraska, Indiana, Northwestern, even just responding for play after play, making sure I'm doing everything I can to help the team win.
You mentioned.
Yeah.
You mentioned playing.
It's mainly just about scheme. They try and get to know you. You got tape on you already, right? So they just try and test you on a few things. That's all.
You mentioned playing in multiple.
No. There's just schematically stuff that I've seen and stuff that I know. His versatility, like I said earlier, I mean, he's going to stand out on Sunday. I can say that with confidence as well. Just knowing him and his preparation, what he's going to put into to, be his best on Sunday.
You mentioned playing in. You mentioned playing in multiple schemes at the college level. That can bog players down sometimes. But how are you seeing that benefit you in the interviews with the teams right now?
Just from the comparison schemes that I know.
Yeah, just having that knowledge of playing.
Yeah. I mean, you get an abundance of everything and you learn different stuff. I mean, even as a reporter, I mean, I'm sure there's different techniques as a reporter. I'm going to say that you guys learn to ask questions and formally interview people. So, I mean, the more you know, the more you're able to apply and kind of pull from if you're drawing a front or trying to understand the back scheme and different techniques in my cover too. So, the more knowledge, the better.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, well done, Bill. What do you think?
They wouldn't. I needed to ask the traditional question: did figure skating translate? I wanted it so badly.
The boxing, the figure skating, the boxing. I mean, football.
I wanted about right.
Balance and footwork.
Did basketball help you become? And the answer is always yes, and we know.
No one says no. No, it hurt
like
me.
I've never asked the question about figure skating before, and I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Oh! If only you had
done it. You should have done it. Oh, you should have done it.
Yeah. But I love the transition because things that I can. I mean, I've never figured out boxed.
Right.
Balance, footwork, transferring power. I mean, you see these tiny little people go up in the air.
Right.
That's transference of power, my friend.
Absolutely. That's absolutely right. So it probably does transfer. I just don't know if he's ready to talk about what he did when he was 7 at that level. But I'm envisioning these little boys.
But they can do anything.
Taking their skates off and putting their boxing gloves on.
But that's the thing. They can do anything. Like they are polymaths athletically. They could have been track. They could have been either one of them could have been a decathlete. Could have been name something.
That's absolutely right. Well, the young man we were talking to yesterday, like I was a pitcher and I was, But now I'm also. But I'm thinking of the child. I'm thinking of these little kids.
Canadian kids,
and it's like, well, we were just doing pirouettes and everything. Now we're gonna kick the shit out of each other.
But it's a perfect transition.
And other than Tanya Harding, whoever did that,
right? Good
Bye-bye.
point.
And I'm out.
Yes, that is the line you should go on.
And here's the kicker. Bye bye.
That's the line to go. I'm already. I promise we'll talk again. I think I'm looking for podium 6. Oh, hold on. Give me a moment.
Great job, Bill.
Young Money. I actually scouted you as a player.
Okay.
Bill Carroll.
Okay. Nice meeting you, Bill.
Nice finally meeting you in person, other than watching you, and you were a player.
Hopefully I wouldn't too bad.
You were. We talked years ago. I said I thought you could have hung around in a developmental league for a while, and at least I think you would have been decent. Like I think you would. I mean, I'm trying to be honest. You weren't a guy who's going to go out there and kill it in NFL. But could you have been in the Arena League? Yeah, I truly believe you could have had a nice Arena League career. You had a quick release, right? You could move around a bit. Like you weren't a freak, but you could move, and you had it in here. I always liked your process.
I appreciate it.
Oh, really? Oh,
and you coached a little bit also. Yeah, I know. I followed your career. And this guy, of course, is a classic offensive line coach. So, yeah, I mean, kind of, sort of. If you squint. There you go, AQ ship. But you don't have 29 1/4 inch arms. Everybody, I'm I got, I'm short, but I always had long arms.
Yeah.
I love the figure skating story that Sydney brought. So.
They're nice, dude.
Oh,
Vilma's got some nice going there.
Oh yes. Well, I mean, Lovey got it going, but yeah, because those are all Lovey's recruits. But
yeah, that was. I remember a couple years ago, Tim Polasek was the O-line coach at Iowa. Now he's the OC at Wyoming.
Yep.
And he rehired. They extended Lovey or whatever. I remember him being like, "That's good. We like playing against those guys." I was like, "It's good." And they ran for like 300 yards. Different cats all the time.
Oh well, right. I mean, I understand why people move on from Lovey, but Lovey is a good foundation builder, right? I mean, that's the thing. Like
the only thing I talked to Darian, he was in my group last year. He was like, he's just never. It was just very clear. He was used to coaching the pros because he just wasn't around, wasn't very hands on. He's like, which is fine. It's like it's whatever.
Sure,
I got to cherry pick these quotes.
Yeah. When you just talk to Eric Galko, come and say hey.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
You have a gentleman from Georgia at 10 o'clock on podium 2.
Right. But I'm trying to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm trying to catch somebody before that. Yeah. There should be at least one guy I can catch.
Because you're almost about to run out of time.
Right.
So go get positioned if you could please for the
Wes Jordan battle. Okay, so let's see who comes up first.
Yeah.
Well,
Podium
I'm at
2
2.
is,
Yeah, well that's good. Right. I'm already at podium 2.
Cool. Okay. Maybe you can get around to the right of these guys, possible?
No. I mean, unless I go further back.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Right. So I can, if I step back, I can, but not if I stay not on the same level.
You can't turn you can't move 2 feet to the right.
I cannot, because that gentleman will not like me standing on him. But I could move. I could move approximately 13 inches to the right.
Yeah, perfect. Do that. Yeah, do that. That's perfect. Yeah.
You seem friendly, but not that friendly.
This guy's back isn't on our screen, is what's going on.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Zennie. That it gets worse if I keep going that way, because I can kind of.
Right. Perfect. Right here. Yeah. That's 13 inches. That's it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Sorry.
Go right here. It's fine.
Go ahead. Really? I now owe this man a bagel, Zennie, but thank you. Do you like bagels? I should just offer bagels to people I don't really like bagels. So you're here from Denver?
I am.
Perfect.
I have an old buddy named Ben Albright. You may know.
I'm just gonna get.
Oh, wait a second. What's your name?
Ryan.
I know who you are. Okay. I just had never seen you close, or even in person.
I'm in disguise.
My recorder.
Yeah.
Hey, partner. Mind if I get in here and set my recorder? What are you talking about? My recorder. If I just sit down right here. Oh, yes. I'll be out.
I constantly try to explain to people that Ben's exterior persona is not who Ben is. I plays a bit of a role. Right. I tell people, do you watch professional wrestling? Because I use as my opener often. Do you watch professional wrestling?
What's your name?
Bill Carroll.
Bill. Oh, I think we met actually.
We may have met. I know he's met online.
Yeah, the Shrine Game.
Oh, we have met. You're right. Yeah. You're right. Yes. You must have had different frames than just those frames.
These are different, yeah.
Yeah, I like these.
I appreciate that, yeah.
You are a gentleman and a scholar. In these. I don't know about before, but these. Yeah. So, Ben was my original podcast coach.
Oh, there you go.
A million years ago. Feeling a Draft. The original OG Feeling a Draft.
Everyone within that Georgia football program did. Does Keely look down on you, Marcus?
Assuming Ben's walking around some here.
He would be, if not, probably still in bed.
Oh,
he doesn't do this conferences. It's not.
Oh, okay.
He'll be
Sure.
when he feels like.
Okay. Yeah, that says former soldier. That says former. God, Ben couldn't have been in my unit. Jesus, we It's a little. I guess when you're, I guess it's different for those guys.
That's exactly.
I met with the Jets, Cleveland, Washington, and Chargers. I met with a lot of teams informally as well. Informally, yes, sir.
Just talk about your versatility, a lot of things that George in the backfield.
Well, coming through high school, I played corner, and I had the opportunity to switch through safety throughout my college career, and also playing some snaps at the nickel position and money position as well. And like I said, even having snaps at corner in practice, UGA really helped me build my versatility. Me having so many great coaches, Coach Tucker, Coach Brown, Coach Muschamp, Coach Smart. They really helped me build my versatility, and they always explain how they could increase my value when I get to this point in my career. I know they got a great organization. They got a lot of great players, a lot of great DBs as well. I know Cook, my former teammate, is on the team as well. So yeah, I know a good bit about the Buffalo Bills. Yeah,
just let it ride out for a
we
while.
had a great season. He had a good rookie season. I feel like he contributed to that offense in a big part, in a big way. And like I said, the sky's the limit for Cook. And he got a lot of talent, and I can't wait to see what he does in his sophomore year.
Hey, Bill, ask him if the Atlanta Falcons have talked to him.
I promise you they have, but I'll ask.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, never guess at it. Don't let that stop you. Do not ever think that somebody.
Well, I've been playing football for a long time, so it just goes with my instincts. And like I said, studying the game and knowing what's coming. Like you said, I like to study formations. Certain offensive coordinators, they have certain things that they like to do on certain plays. That also goes back to the culture that we built at University of Georgia, always knowing what you need to do in certain situations. It definitely helps me make plays within games. Yes, sir. Like you said, getting a call, communicating to the linebackers, corner, and the opposite safety. And like you said, we had a lot of younger guys that didn't have as much playing time the years before. Very talented, but like you need to have that experience on the field to become a good player. And like I said, I just did my best to give my experiences to them because, like I said, they have the talent. And at the end of the day, all they needed was for me to take them under my wing and show them the way. That's all I wanted to do. And like you said, those guys are going to do a good job handling their business. And like I said, we got players with a lot of great ambition, a lot of talent and whatnot, and they can be fine. No, sir, I have not. All I can say is I'm praying for him.
First, I would like to say my condolences to the team. You are not taking everything granted about your future football championship game. You expect Fort Lauderdale to start training at XPD Sports.
Yeah.
Do you think your ability to play safety and enhance your ability to go high in the draft?
Oh, yes, sir. I definitely think it will enhance my ability to go high in the draft. Like I said, versatility is very important in the NFL, and the more things you can do for a team, the higher your value increases.
Chris, we're seeing the SEC schedule model is going to change, and people are debating if there will be a 9-game schedule and 3 pods. If there were 3 SEC teams that Georgia should play every year, what 3 teams would you like to see Georgia play in the SEC every year?
First and foremost, Florida. Should always play Auburn, and I'll say Tennessee.
Tennessee over South Carolina. You feel like is that a bigger rivalry than South Carolina? Just feel like
I'm not sure. Each year ties change depending on how games are going between teams and whatnot. But I think those are the three solid teams to have in the pod.
How would you describe the relationship or rivalry? But what's the vibe between Georgia and Alabama? You didn't get to play them last year, but there seems to be an awareness. Maybe how would you explain that?
Obviously, for the past few years, the 2 best teams in the SEC. And like I said, when you got 2 competitive teams, 2 great coaching staffs with a lot of talent, it's always going to be a great game between the 2. And it's always a game you look forward to. And like I said, a lot of our coaching staff came from Alabama. Our head coach came from Alabama. So we do a lot of things, a lot of similar things on the football field. So whenever you have those 2 similar teams, like I said, with a lot of talent, it always makes for a good game and a great atmosphere.
Chris, you said you got
Many missing opportunities.
No comment. Like I said, I'm praying for him and everybody involved in that situation that he's in right now. But like I said, I'm just praying for him.
Chris, you said so maybe. Do you think juniors or maybe in the past would have considered coming now? Will become more tempted. Late round will be more tempted to stay in with NIL now. Maybe increase their stock.
It just all depends on what you feel personally. Like I said, if you have the dream of always pursuing the NFL, I feel like personally that's an opportunity you can't miss. No matter junior, senior, fifth year, or whatever. Like I said, the NIL is definitely changing the college football landscape, but it all just depends on your preference personally.
Chris, you said you had a formal interview.
No comment.
Chris, the Falcons have shown interest in you. How would you gauge that level of interest against other teams?
I can't really tell right now. Like I said, I'm just trying to enjoy the process and going through this process, interviewing with teams, and just try to show how what I am as a player and what I bring to the table for an organization.
You said you had a formal interview with Washington.
Yes, sir.
What stood out about that, if anything?
Like I said, they got. I had the opportunity to meet the head coach and a lot of people in the front office. And like I said, you can tell they're all good guys and they know ball and what they're talking about. And they're trying to really, really build their organization into something special.
Chris, you could have come out. You could have come out last year. What do you think going back to Georgia did for you?
It did a lot for me. Like you said, it helped me build my leadership skills. First and foremost, I had the opportunity to become better as a man and better as a player. And I had the opportunity to do some special things at UGA. I was able to become an All-American, which is one of my lifelong. Go back-to-back national championships, win the SEC championship for the first time, that had eluded me before. So, like I said, I was able to accomplish a lot of things and become better in a lot of facets in my life.
Pendant, the championship ring, is that what you're wearing?
No, it's not a championship ring. So, my nickname is kind of Soldier. It's like a soldier hat. So, if you look on the back, it says it got Soldier inscripted on the back. So it's just to commemorate how people, what I go by to certain people.
Where did that nickname come? Where did Soldier Chris come from?
It just started out as an Instagram name for me. Like I said, it was a certain mentality that I want to have on the field, like soldier, like just going to war with my brothers. And some of my friends, some of my close friends started calling me it at first, and then it trickled down to coaches and fans and whatnot. And like I said, it took on a life of its own. So yeah, that's basically what it came from.
Chris, you mentioned the championships. What's it like to be back in Indianapolis where y'all won the first one?
Oh yeah, when we first walked in here, I said it's a lot of great memories in here. Like I said, it brings back a lot of nostalgia being here, like when you won your first championship. And like I said, I had a great memory here. Definitely being here this time, it's a different kind of process. You're not here with your team and whatnot, but definitely bringing back a lot of memories. This place gave me one of the most special moments of my life, and I'm forever grateful for that.
From an on-field standpoint, where do you feel like you improved the most?
Just my ability to process the game at the end of the day. It just comes with experience, having those extra 15 games to really show what I could do and build my versatility as a player.
Chris, several of your teammates have been arrested, former teammates have been arrested for speeding, for racing, for alcohol issues.
Mm-hmm.
Does that say anything about the Georgia football program?
No, sir, not at all.
Why do you say that? What's the culture like?
No comment.
Hey, Chris, there were 40 guys here at the combine. High school ball in Georgia.
Yeah. In the state of Georgia, the great state of Georgia, I personally feel like it's the best state for football. I know some of the guys here might disagree, but like I said, we just have it all around. We got O linemen, D linemen, DBs, linebackers, running backs, quarterbacks. I just feel like we're the best state for all around football at the end of the day. And like I said, there's other states that definitely come close, but I think we at the top for sure.
Chris,
it ain't. Yeah, nothing too awkward. Like I said, just trying to go through this process and enjoy it. Obviously it takes a lot of time and it puts a lot on your plate. But at the end of the day, that's what you're here for. And you only get this opportunity once. And at the end of the day, I'm going to cherish it and enjoy it.
Chris told a story about his welcome moment, getting his nose broken by Solomon Kinley.
You said Nolan?
Yeah, he was talking about getting his nose broken. You were probably there for that. What was your moment? Do you remember your moment?
My welcome moments. Actually, I would say Matt Landers. He's here at the combine. He
ended up transferring to Arkansas. And like I said, when I first got there, I was at corner, and he was just giving me the business like every practice, like it's deep ball after deep ball after deep ball. And that's when I first kind of noticed, like, I have some work cut out for me. Like you said, Matt, obviously a tremendous athlete, tremendous receiver. That's why he's here right now. And like I said, he definitely gave me that wake-up call when I first got to the University of Georgia.
Chris, in your postseason training,
Yes.
what physical things and what technique things you decide to focus on?
I want to focus on my speed and my jumping. I feel like that's very important as a DB. And first and foremost, I want to have a good 40 time. So that's what I was really focused on. And I plan on showing that on Friday. Oh, I can't give away any calls. So no comment. It's a few of them. Probably like a 2-trap. Yes, sir.
What type of football character would you bring to the team?
First and foremost, I'm a great relationship guy. I build relationships with all my teammates. When I come in, I want to light up the room, bring a lot of joy. But like I said, when it's time to work, it's time to work. I'm gonna put my head down and I'm gonna give my all, effort-wise, and push it to my limits no matter what.
What's going on inside?
No, sir. I just try to
Coach Scott at the Seahawks now. Had Coach Robinson, who's there now, and Jay Villa, who's at Oklahoma. So guys come in and go out every year, and you can't beat nothing but excited.
What do you feel like?
Strength as a player, just being very smart on the field, trying to dissect the offense, trying to know what they're going to give me before the play, before the ball even snaps, playing the ball, just playing the ball in the air. I got to work on attacking the ball. Sometimes my angles on tackles, one of my feet do tackles. Who can provide the ball? All of them could play anywhere. Christian Barmore is just one of those high energy guys that brought that fire to the D line that you want on your team. He's one of those guys like you see him in the locker room. Okay, we don't want to mess with Barmore. But he was always a good guy. He was also one of those guys who was one of those older guys when I got there. I think he was running like 1 year older. Just one of those guys who just took in the younger guys. Just whatever we needed, he was there for us. He was a great spirit to the team. The best trash talker I faced at Alabama? Slick Mac Jones. I'll take Mac Jones. Probably the best trash talker. It was like some slick stuff. It was like some slick stuff. Like he completed a pass, so it was like, oh yeah, I'm coming at you every play. Like, okay, I like that. Come on, keep coming. You catch a big one day. Zay and Kenny. Yeah, we played for South Florida Panthers. Just me, Zay, and Kenny McIntosh. And then we had John Sanguinetti. He's at Indiana right now. That was all. It was all 4 of us. In basketball, at that age, you could compete for sure. I think now I got it. For sure. Now I got it. I haven't had any awkward questions in my interviews. I think I just come from my great background. I don't have anything in my past life I've done that would allow somebody to ask me like one of those awkward questions. But my interviews have been great. It's been mostly football, good plays, bad plays, kind of drawn up formations. Whether it's learning on the fly, they give me one of their playbooks, one of their calls, just learning on the fly, being able to draw that play up as soon as they teach me right there and there. So that's been like my questions.
I remember one time we practice. They was talking about a lot of receptions that you had.
Not really, but
I was like, dang, man.
I've heard of some weird questions. I don't think they're going to ask anymore, but yeah, I was prepared for some awkward questions. I was ready for the next day. Yeah, he was. So Little League football, I started at like 5 or 6. From there, I was just going up in pounds. But he always coached one specific pound or age group, which is like 10. He used to call it like 110 pounds. So when I got to that pound, which was 1 year of that year we won the Super Bowl. So we went undefeated, didn't lose a game. And that was my last Super Bowl in my little league career. I played like 2 more years after that, but that was my last Super Bowl. And then when I played basketball, which was from like 10 to high school, he coached me all the way up to high school. So he was my coach, like head coach. Yeah, he was my head coach. So always tough on me. Like I said,
Bill, who is this?
He kind of got me to the kids, and I think him and my mom didn't miss a game my 11th grade, and not my 11th grade, but my second to last year, my last year of college. So they didn't miss a game. They probably only missed 4 games within my first year, my second year. So I think for all their support, and it was their anniversary this week, so the 25th.
Jordan, what?
In the NFL, so I grew up an Eagles fan, so I wanted to see them win the Super Bowl, but that was strictly because of Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson. Just their duo, that duo is crazy. Just playing with them on Madden. Like I said, I'm a gamer, so just playing with them on Madden, that made them my favorite team. Favorite team on Madden that I use. It's out of the 2 Super Bowl teams, Kansas City and the Eagles on Madden. That's my go-to teams.
Jordan, what?
Packers? Not yet. I think I'm meeting with them tonight. Formal, yeah.
What about the 49ers?
Yeah. My favorite call that I want to hear, anything that has me coming down is a strong hook, because I feel like that's what my pick six is going to be. So like our call and our defense will probably be like mint Billy Buzz alert, something like that. It really is, but not for me.
Team Xbox? Are you Team Xbox or Team PlayStation?
Oh, PlayStation for sure. You seem like you Xbox. You ask me that.
Jordan,
Honestly,
I haven't played video games in a while. So.
Okay.
Jordan, which veteran, when you got there, or coach helped you to really unlock film study?
I would say Charles Kelly. We came in at the same time, 2019 year, and obviously he's leaving now. I'm leaving as well, so we kind of had like the same path. When I got there, he got there, and then when he left, I left. Charles Kelly's probably my biggest mentor. Helped me understand film better from day one since I got there.
Thank you.
South Florida guys? Okay, I'll go. I go Pastor Tane at one corner, Sante Samuel at the other, Sante Samuel Jr. at the other corner. Then I'll have Eddie Jackson at one safety, and then we could go We'll go I mean, if you want to count them in Southeast Orlando, kind of like Central. But, yeah, all that's.
Yeah, definitely pass over. Like I said, playing off coverage at corner, definitely that's the slot. Like I said, you play press coverage, it's an opportunity to push out Taylor. Got to.
They all laugh because y'all know I should have done the first answer. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for the transition to question. That was something I really had to learn.
There he is. I've been trying to. I know you were here and you're tall. I don't know why it took me so long to find you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a good shoulder workout. Yeah, I bet.
Holding the phone up like that?
Oh my gosh. You think like phone weighs what, 2.5, 3 ounces? I can do this all day. No, you can't.
No, you really can't. I did Jake Moody this morning. I'm like switching hands.
All right. finding someone slightly shorter for you is easy to put a rest your elbow on.
Yeah, I can go right over people too.
Oh man, that's a great advantage. Actually,
it's an asset. You got your long arms, but
I do have the long arms. Yes. Yeah. So you and Eric Edholm are like part of our front court. I'm putting together something here.
Gotta get my guy Ben Raven over there.
Dane.
He's a good one.
Yep.
We got a little basketball team.
You could put together. You could put together a squad. Yeah. Dane. Oh, I'll wait till you. Always good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too.
Oh my gosh. You know, I mean, I'm here, so that's great.
That is good.
I do love this.
Yeah. It's fun.
Sidney Brown. God, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I was just watching him. I loved him. And now it's like he's a communicator. It's like, oh, yeah. This, how do you not want this guy?
Did anybody happen to ask him about his Western Michigan experience?
I don't know. People ask him a bunch of questions about his. I mean, he's done boxing, MMA, figure skating.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple of figure skating questions, obviously.
I haven't found a volleyball player yet.
Huh. I think the heptathlete also played volleyball. Yasevich from
Princeton.
From Princeton, yeah. I think he's one of those guys that played a bunch of sports growing up and then finally settled in on track and football. But I think each played some of everything growing up, which, you know, that's why these people are here, because they can do everything.
It's wild seeing like all the guys here talent, like all the sports that they play. And then like my son is being told, you only play basketball. My daughter's being told, you only play volleyball. Like, it's stupid.
But for 100 and something years, what season is it? I'm playing that.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Didn't seem to hurt
Joe
Joe Montana or name them all. Patrick Mahomes worked out okay.
He was just fine.
Hey, Bill, can you side
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. This is Jeff Risden.
Oh, hey.
Jeff, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, yeah. Hey, Bill, can you sidebar for a second?
Yeah.
For a second? Cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, so you got a 30-minute gap.
Right.
Who do your top player, Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, I love it.
Is at 11 o'clock. It's 10:22 now.
Yep.
So you have some time. So you want to give us some thoughts about your impressions so far?
Sure. Well, let me switch. Let me see. What stands out about several of the defensive backs? I mean, I made sort of a little joke about talking points being circulated yesterday about the quarterbacks, and I heard 6 different people say at various points, great quarterbacks come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah,
and for here, the talking point is versatility. Every single one of the defensive backs mentioned being versatile. And part of it is because the way the game has changed. With teams going up tempo, you have to have people that if a team comes out and you think they're going to be, 3-by-1, and, then all of a sudden one of the backs comes out of the
your fingers
formation and goes into the slot.
Cool. Perfect.
Now your safety is covering a slot receiver, or in essence, a slot receiver. So the ability to be able to do more than one thing as a defensive back has always been important, but it's become so much more important because everything that happens right now, offensive theory-wise in football, is about putting someone that you want to take advantage of in space, right? In a place where they don't have help, right? I mean, I was talking to somebody yesterday about John Lynch, right? Literally in the Hall of Fame. We're not so sure if John Lynch would even be an NFL starter nowadays because he was never great in coverage, and towards the end of his career, he was a coverage liability, and they just blitzed him a lot, right? I mean, that was the answer. In passing downs, we'll just blitz it because he can't really cover. So you can't hide that guy anymore. The game has changed in such a way that you can't hide the guy you can't cover. They've taken away your ability to hide the guy who can't cover.
Hey,
so
what I'm most impressed with is that these young men are really well-rounded. They could be corporate leaders. They could be anything. And, some of them may be family men already, like, fathers, right? I don't know.
Some are, yeah. Some of them are. Some of them have, a child. But the thing that stood, yeah, right. These are great people. I mean, that's part of how you get to be this point. Pure athletic ability only gets you so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of guys end up washing out because, you know, whether it be something about work ethic, character, ability to process information, you know, so if you're, you know, big, strong, and fast, that gets you to the party, but it won't keep you at the party.
Right.
At some point, they're going to ask you to be more than just big, strong, and fast. They're going to ask you, can you be a leader?
Hey, can you stop right there or stop? Because it's a little dizzy when you walk around for me. That's all. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I can. I just don't want to be standing in people's way. Sure. I can just back over here.
Yeah, perfect.
I think this is a low traffic area.
That's perfect. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
You know, so at some point they're going to ask you to be more than just a raw physical specimen. At some point they're going to say, what else do you bring to the party? What else do you bring? And processing information, as I mentioned before, now is more important than ever, because how many teams will go up tempo on you? There's only a handful who don't at this point. I would say probably in the college level, 97% of the teams at some point go up tempo, right? At some point they'll there's no time for you to consult with. There's no time for you to ask. So you have to know.
Right.
You just have to know, hey, this is my responsibility. They shifted from, you know, 3x1 to 2x2 or 3x2, right? As a saying that situation where they're in a one back 3x1 and then now the running back is out in the slot. Does the will have him? You know, does one of the safeties have him? Does the slot, you know, walk over and take him? And if so, who the slot had, right? So, and you've got to communicate that instantaneously. You may have literally 2 seconds before the ball is snapped, and you can't be wrong, right? If you,
hey Bill,
that's
I have an idea. Why don't you take a break for about 25 minutes, and I'll start a new stream because that way I can get this one automatically loaded.
Well, I will do that, and I'll use that time to plug my phone in so that I can get, you know, go a little longer today.
You got it. Hey, thanks, buddy.
No problem.
All right, man. Hey, folks, we're going to make a new stream. We'll be back in a moment. Just subscribe to Zennie62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnowblog.com. And also check out Zennie62.com, where this content will also go and reside as well. That ends this particular broadcast. Great job at Bill Carroll on the scene at the NFL 2023 Combine.